1, and we might be there. Hello, apologize for being late. I had some technical difficulties, so just please give me a few secs and to set up here to actually see if it works. Don't know what happened here, but we'll go live now. Anyway, just 1 second, please. It might have something to do with the fact that I'm in Bali. I don't know. It seems to be working. Yeah. You guys are sending in. Yeah, it seems to be working. I really apologize. It's I don't know what happened here, but we'll make it work somehow. Just a few seconds. Okay. So, there we are. Okay, so this is then another feed than the original. One more sec and I'll be with you. Okay, let's do this. Hello. Here we go. I have my cards with me. We're gonna do some guide games today, and I've thought of a thing that might be beneficial for you with these cards. I'll explain that soon. And I will be sharing Sanaya's messages too, in fact, today. It really inspires me what comes from the spirit world through Suzanne Giesman. And I got a comment from a person on one of the, I think it was one of the previous live streams. It was quite amazing. So we'll be talking about that too. And of course, share anything you would like to share. And also ask me any question you would like to ask me. I will answer any question you might have if you have any. I apologize again. It was all set up and ready to go, but then did not work. So, but now we are here. From Canada, Canadian in the UK, KJ Taylor, hello. Grateful Gale says hello. Hello, maybe an Arabic name, maybe that is. I'm Green, greetings from Greece. Nice. Thank you for the speak up methods. Yeah, thank you for saying that. It is, I'm still blown away about the speak up method and how people find it with the results. Freedom Girl says hola, hello, nice. So, and if you have any stories about how our spirit guides has helped you in your life, that would be really cool if you want to share that in the chat. I'll share a story or two, but it's much more interesting coming from you. And I've told these stories before too in other videos, right? So how has your spirit guides helped you in your life? It is now 4 a.m. in the morning in Bali. I'm in Bali. Just let me tell you quick how amazing this place is. It's of course, Indonesia is mainly, a lot of islands. There's thousands of them, and Bali is of course one of them. And what makes Bali special is that it's mostly Hindu religion here. And then we travel around and visiting temples, and it's very fascinating to see how much spirituality is really integrated into their lives. How they make, some people make up to 100 offerings. They make like presents, offerings to the gods. And they use this as meditation. They make this with their hands, right? And it's a family gathering, working together with these things. And it's the social life and the religious life is blending together when they visit temples. It's so big part of the community and the society, the spirituality. So me coming from Norway, and a lot of people thinking that manifesting or the spirit world is kind of woo-woo crazy. Yeah, a lot of people think that, but here, no. No. So if someone says, well, what you're talking about is a little out there, isn't it? Isn't it a little crazy? A good answer is, yeah, sure. In this part of the world, many people think so. But if you go to Bali, it's a totally different perspective on this. So then it's not woo-woo or crazy. It's totally immersed and integrated into the society and the daily life. It's how they live their lives. Yeah. So find it very fascinating, the whole thing. Anya writes, good evening. Hello, Anya. Grateful Gale. Do you find that spirit affects your electronics? Yes. A whole lot. I don't think they stopped this live stream or something like that. But no, I do. I've experienced many weird things. That's one of the stories I was going to share, how they have helped me is connected to electronics. Dog Demon, Bubble Gudad meditation, please. I'm assuming you mean bubble guided meditation. I don't know how to do that. I understand it's visualizing sitting inside a bubble, but I'm sure, Dog Demon, you will find great examples of those, much better than I can come up with now if you search this on the World Wide Web later. Love and gratitude from Geneva. How nice. And KJ Taylor, thank you so much. As we say in Bali, suksuma. That is thank you. Okay. Looks like you found this stream, even though it's a new one. You might hear the rain. It said the rainy season is coming, but it's not here yet. But sometimes it rains during the night, which is just perfect. Grateful Gale writes, I have a clock that someone in spirit, I think it's my brother, is using to connect. Wow. Nice. Nice. KJ Taylor writes about supporting the channel with money, writes energy exchange. And that is very true. And some of that, talk a little bit about that. Because I've done something that many, not maybe you as a person will react to, but I assume some people will be negative towards. And the thing that I have done is that I have started charging for the speak up method. Yes. It's been free the whole time, but I'm now I've started charging money for learning the speak up method. And let me tell you why. There's several reasons. There's an, as KJ writes here, KJ Taylor, it's an exchange of energy. And what I found, it's the speak up method is the most valuable thing I can offer you. You know, we've got hundreds of comments of people going, what the, this works. You know, it's, I really don't. It's still, my inner critic goes, what is going on here? So it's super, super valuable. And I thought to myself, I don't want it to be just another free thing you get online, because it's not that. It's so powerful. So I thought it's a mismatch here. And I want people who actually get it, I want them to use it and to own it and to have a relationship with it. And if it's just another thing you can download from YouTube or the internet, no, it's not fair. It's valuable. So I'm only, charging, it's like a cup of coffee in Norway or something. It's €6. It's like nothing. But there is this change of energy, and it feels right because it is valuable. And if someone would to contact me and say, yeah man, I got no money, of course I would give it to them, no problem at all. But most people have €6, right? And also it helps my financial situation. My goal is to do this full time, right? So getting money in is a big part of that. So I just wanted to address that because many of you guys are loyal to the channel. So I wanted to tell you about that firsthand. Yeah. Hello from Minnesota. And if you, and that's and the thing with just quick, we're like heart-based, serving others. Many of us are like this, big hearts, and we're really bad business people. Most of us. I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm generalizing, of course, but really bad business people. And I think and I'm talking to myself now, but maybe some of you guys too, we could benefit from being more, of course, I'm going to get paid for this. Would your mechanic work for free? No. We have I have a way to go there. So that is also part of charging for the speak up method. Yeah. Hello from Minnesota, Blue Wolf. Hello, hello. Omar says hi. My name is Busher. Yeah, nice to have you here, Busher. Hello from Mexico. Omar is in Mexico. The speak up method works. Can I tell you? Thank you. Yeah. Anya writes, yes, the speak up method is your treasure. You are right charging for it. Thank you so much. And I did have a little few rounds with myself before I decided to do that. Yeah. Christy, I made it. Hi all. Nice to have you here, Christy. Maybe you can hear the rain outside. Let me just look at my notes. Yeah, I want to read that comment. That blew me away. This is from the White Rock. White Rock writes, hi Terry, I watched a replay of your live session. where I did the guide games earlier, right? And with the help of my spirit guides, I found the right answer to all of your games. Yes, it works. It really works. And let me just stop there. The White Rock, if you got them all right, and to others too, that is quite unique. And something for you, maybe just suggesting for you to look into. If this is a gift you have, a connection, because that's amazing if you got them all. This might be a path for you, right? If you have these kind of results, just suggesting, of course. And the White Rock writes, recently I've started a deep and ongoing communication with my spirit guides, and I've been practicing this connection every day. Good. I had actually set a clear intention to learn to truly communicate with my guides. And that is cool. So you're using your intention to actually build a relationship. That is your intention. Very, very good. Very good. I haven't thought of that, actually. This is very good. And the White Rock writes, and then, very next morning, your channel appear as the first thing on my YouTube feed. How cool is that? Right now, I'm in Malaysia. Thank you so much for your work. Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you, thank you. Sorry. Nice. Got all of them right. Blue Wolf writes about charging for the speak up method. People will appreciate it more if they have to exchange something of value for it. They will value it more. Yes, that is exactly how I felt. Because if you download something for free, you know, many times you don't even look at it, right? Because it's, I'll look at it later. It doesn't really matter, I got it for free. But if you actually pay a little bit for it, it increases the chance, I think, also of people actually learning it and doing it, right? So yeah, I'm glad, because a part of me is still in doubt of this, so I really appreciate this support. Yeah. Umar writes, I would say that my spirit guides took me to your live channel. First time this happened. Nice, nice. And it's an honor to be on this side of synchronicity and then be part of a synchronicity. That's really, really something. Thank you so much, yeah, for letting me know. KJ writes, hit the heart button as it breaks the algorithm for this live to get a wider audience. Yeah, thank you. Let's do some guide games, guys. I have a plan. So guide games, you play with your spirit guides and test who has the best spirit guide. Joking, of course. I have two cards here. We'll call them red and black, and that's all we care about, right? So we'll be doing 2 rounds, and I will mix them, and I will show you one card, and it'll be either black or red. So you have no idea. And that's a cool thing also about doing this way, is that you have no emotion connected to whether it should be black or red. It really doesn't matter to you, but if you ask for something that you actually care about, then your opinion might disturb the answer. So now it's like, I don't care, right? So you by doing this, we take you out of the picture. So and we'll be doing it 10 times. I'll stop between each time, but we'll be doing it more so we can get some training in. And we'll be doing it twice. 10 times twice. So this is just testing, right? So, lots of things that I do is just testing to see why and if something works. So I'll be asking you well, you be asking your guides, what color is it, right? Black or red? You can use a sway method, or you probably have your own method by now. And we'll be going through it, and I will be thinking of, I don't know, something. I'll be all over the place. In the first round, for the first 10, for the second 10, I will focus on the color. So if it's red on the second round, I will look at this card and really see the word red in my mind and focus on the color red. So let's see, and I will also use an intention before we do that. So let's see if that makes any difference. If it's easier for you to get the color right, if I kind of project it. This is just testing. I have no idea, right? Are you ready? So I'll be showing you backside of a card, and your job to find out with your guides, is it red or is it black? Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're watching the replay or if you're watching it live. So I won't be doing an intention now, but I will be doing it when I focus on the color for the second round. So mixing them up, you have no idea. So which color is this? And you can of course stop the video if you want to have more time. Black. So what color is this? Black. So what color is this? Black. So what color is this? Black. I actually don't know either when I pull up the card and mix them together here. What color is this? Black. What color is this? Black. Only black. And I don't know, I'm mixing it and I lose track of where they are, so I don't know when I pull it up. What color is this? The last one's not black. What color is this? Sorry. No, I don't know what happened here. It's only black. I have two cards, but yeah. Okay, I lost track of how many that was, but let's do it again now with me really focusing in on the color. And I'll do an intention before we do it. So same exercise, same thing. But now I will focus and trying to transmit the color to you. I don't know if that works or not. Okay, so my intention is that I am transmitting, and viewers of this video is receiving the color that I am holding up and thinking about. And any spiritual helpers being a part of this, thank you for doing that, by the way. And please help us with this. Thank you. So be it. Yeah. Grateful Gale says spirit is having fun. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. and I think it's a mistake. I don't think we should often talk about mistakes, but I think it's a mistake if you go like, if people go, oh, it was all black, oh, it's dark energy, it means, you know, I don't think we should put meaning into so many things. So if you suddenly hear a song, you're caught to the lyrics of a song, it might be a sign, right? It's often a sign, a song, and you look up the lyrics online and you go through every word in the lyrics and you think every word has meaning. No. I think that's a mistake. I think the idea was to catch your attention, and maybe that line of text means something. That's why it caught your attention. But trying to, you know, put meaning into everything spirit does, no, I don't think that's, and then you start changing your life based on that guidance. I think that's not a very good, healthy way to path to go, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, let's do it again. I'm confusing myself now. So, yeah, attention is said. I don't know the color before I see it, of course, when I lift it up. So here, and now we'll focus now on the color. It's our old friend, black. And now for the first time, it's a red one. It's a red one again. It's a red one again. It's black. I think that's enough. Maybe it wasn't 10. I don't know. Thank you for playing. It's not the most entertaining version if you're not playing along. But you can, you know, you will probably now have forgotten what the colors were, so you can do it in the recording if you want to test it, right? So there's many different ways for you to communicate with the guides like this. So there's tons of stuff online to do that. Let me look at the comments. Amy writes, hello from Montana. It's a beautiful Indian summer day here. Nice. Indian summer is nice. Yeah, Seeking Harmony confirms what I said. It's only the lyrics I hear that have meaning, not the whole song. Yeah, because I'm telling you this because I did this. You know, I made all the mistakes and trying to dive into every word of that song. No, I don't think that's. And also, I would like to say, when we talk about the, you know, divination and pendulums and guidance, I think most of the times it's not a message to us. When we, if you get a song, I don't think most of the, it might be, yeah, a song could be a message, but often I find it's just a hello. You know, it's not a, and people think it's like, oh, Spirit told me to do this through a song. No, you're in charge. So I'm a little scared to share these things because I've done that. I've gone down the rabbit hole and adjusting my life based on what I thought was almost instructions and orders from the spirit world. And that's, in my view, is a big mistake. No one can tell you what to do, not spirit either. It's often just a hi, you are on the right track, here we are, let's have some fun, hello to you, my friend. And it's not like directing you to do something specific with your life. Sometimes it can be that, but it's also always suggestions. If you think I did this because Spirit told me to, no. You are in charge. You belong on the throne, from, you know, the throne of the unspoken yes from Jay. You are part source. No one tells you what to do. You decide in your life. Period. No one, human or not, can tell you what to do. That is really important. So the things we're playing with now is just playing, right? And if you get guidance, if it feels joyful and loving, great. If it doesn't, walk away and don't even think about it anymore, you know. You are in charge. Very important. Oh, look at this. New being, interesting. I held my hand up to the screen. I felt cool feeling with the black card and very warm with the red ones. Cool experience, thank you. Wow. Nice. There's so many ways for them to communicate. Cool feeling up to, so this hand up the screen. Wow. That is, thank you for sharing that. That is Cool, really, really cool. Yeah. And now, of course, stop watching this nonsense and go play some blackjack or roulette online and make some money if you can. Have I tried it? Oh yes. Have I made any money? Oh no. Yeah. Wait, let me read you some things that inspired me from Sanaya. Sanaya, our spirit guides, channeled through Suzanne Giesemann, is an American um, what's the word? She's a medium, yeah, American medium transmitting information. About healing, Sanaa says about healing. Yes, you may look outside of yourself for healing. Yes, it comes in many forms. But what is the basis of all forms? Love. Love is spirit. Love is total, indivisible connection. This is why healers are able to heal, for you are all connected to the ultimate healing source. Now harness this awareness and realize if or when you are giving away the power of love to others. If love heals and love is all there is, then love is here waiting for you to remember that you are made of this force. It is right here, right now, waiting to be claimed. Heal thyself with love. You are so very loved, says Sanaya. So, of course, confirming healing as a thing here, and also being really clear that, you know, we have Reiki healing and we have a lot of names of healing methods, and that's fine. They probably have their own strengths in how they see things. But to be really clear, we're not talking about different energies or different healing methods or healing powers. It's the same force, same source, right? So I thought that was kind of cool. Let's do another one while we're at it. Yes, we know there are times you wish to join your loved ones across the veil. Yes, we know how very challenging life can be while in a body. And when you are tired and wish to give up, this is precisely when remembrance of who you are comes into play. If you were only a human being in a body, yes, this life would seem untenable. But if you are a soul playing a role that you intentionally took on, you knew it could have great challenges, and perhaps you are facing these now. Call on your higher awareness to fill you. Call on the supportive beings escorting you through this life. You are never alone, but it may seem that way at times when you forget the greater reality of which you are a part. Rest, breathe, remember, you are so very loved. Thank you, Sanaya. Thank you so much. That is very, find that comforting, reassuring. And what's the chances of Susanne Giesemann being a crazy person making this up? Well, she has to be really, really crazy to do that because she's done this for years. We're talking about thousands of messages, and the wisdom and the insights. No, I really believe in Susanne Giesemann. So I think this is messages coming through from spirit. A hotline, if you will. Yeah. Let's look at the comments again. Christy A, I started watching Susanne Giesemann based on your recommendation. Have you tried tapping method? Yes. I don't know if Susanne Giesemann has her own kind of tapping method, but tapping in general, yes. I have tried it. I don't use it a whole lot, but yeah, sure, absolutely. Christy also, Susanne actually lives next to the island I grew up on. I live close by, 6 hours. Yeah, and in America, that's around the corner, right? In other places in Europe, that's like far away. No, really cool. Thank you. Yeah. Grateful Gail writes, she seemed like one of the sanest people I have ever met. Yeah. And she's an evidence, that's the word I couldn't remember earlier, evidence-based medium, meaning if she helps a client, then she requests or requires insights from spirit about that person. So there's no room for doubt, things that you cannot Google, right? So, yeah. It's really cool, yeah. And she has her background from the military. She wasn't interested in spirituality at all until her stepdaughter, the daughter of her husband, I think, was killed by lightning. And I might be wrong about it, but I think also she was pregnant at the time, in fact. So it's really, really horrible. And that started her journey. And having the background, I find it, when she was a military, not interested in spirituality, and then this big shift happens, it makes it even more credible, I think. It makes it even bigger of a story, the change in her life. And risking, status and everything going down this path, for me, makes it easier to believe her, in fact. Because I don't believe everything every spiritual teacher says. We have too many of us. I'm not thinking myself as a guru or anything. I'm more like a research guy trying to figure these things out. But we all have big egos, and some go down the spiritual ego path. Ego latches onto spirituality also. So we read about this, like gurus doing stuff that really shouldn't. So yeah, no, listen to yourself and your heart. That's the best thing. Grateful Gail writes, yes, Susan was 5 months pregnant. Susan was the name of the stepdaughter. 5 months pregnant when lightning struck her on the tarmac while working. Oh my God. Yeah. And trying to put some sense into that, why did this happen? I can't even, I won't go there. I have no idea, so I won't. But oh my God, what a thing. Susanne was the assistant to the Joint Chief of Staff in the Navy, an incredible achievement for a woman in the 1990s. Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Absolutely. Let me check my notes, guys. If there's anything else I would like to share. No, that's it. That's it. I want to leave you with if you think you're weird and you don't fit and you don't belong, many of us have that feeling. If we lived here in Bali, we would fit big time. We would belong big time. Because the whole society is spirituality and Hinduism all over the place. It's like every second building is a temple. It's really, and they use money and hours each day on making these offerings, which they put maybe on the ground. You see them on the ground everywhere, everywhere. They make these flowers and put them down. So their connection to spirit here, it's just, maybe this is, old news to you, but I've never been here before. It's just amazing. So it's like you walking around here, there's nothing that takes more of your attention than spirituality. Nothing. It's like everywhere at the same time. It's very fascinating, very fascinating. And as I said, it's all integrated into society and families and tradition and habits. It's really, really, just look at it or ask ChatGPT to tell you something about it. So if people tell you you're a little woo-woo and out there, you can answer, yes, I hear you, but if we were living in Bali, you wouldn't say that. Or in many other places in the world, right? So it comes down to where we come from and where we live. Yeah. So if you want to feel not strange, just come here. And the other guys are the strange ones. The Way of Spirit writes, I always heard one needs high frequency match frequency to to manifest. Yes, yet you say with the ask method, doubt is okay. How can one manifest with fear and doubt? Yeah, well, that's I'm gonna save this question because it's a very good question. The Way of Spirit. Thank you for writing that, and I will answer it, of course. Just let me copy paste it. What would the world be like without copy pasting? It would be so much work. I had to type everything. Thank you for copy pasting. No, let me be serious. Yes, you are right. What you are writing about manifesting is connected to frequency and vibration. The higher, the better. That's what we hear, right? Yes, I believe in that. And now we're talking about the law of attraction. You get the life you already have in many ways. Life is a mirror, so it comes back to you. It's a feedback system. It is actually, how I see that, is actually the universe telling you, this is your life now. Is this what you want? Or do you want to change it? Because it's feedback coming back to you. But we think, oh no, my life is terrible, and we get depressed and it gets even worse. But it's meant as a feedback system. It's meant like, hey, is this what you want? This is what you got. So raising your vibration and frequency will change that. So I believe in that. With the Speak Of method, you don't manifest alone. It is of course combined with the frequency, but you're asking other entities to assist you. You realize in the Speak Up method that there is help to be had, and also by letting go and we understanding that we don't see the full picture here down in the valley. Our helpers are on top of the mountains and see the big picture, allowing that we can get things that we don't know about yet by letting go and working with spirit in order to change things. So if you want to manifest that new car that is red and smells like this and all those things, Yes, but now you're limited to your own imagination. If you're going for that car, specific car, if you open it up and join forces with spirit, and instead of going for that car, you manifest the solution to your transport needs, then it's open. And the universe can surprise you in 1 zillion ways, because now you're playing along. You're not alone anymore. Never alone, of course, but that's to make a point. So having trust that my transport needs are met, I have no idea what's going to show up. It's going to be a bicycle, it's going to be a limousine, am I going to learn to fly? 1,000 things can happen, right? And it makes more life also more entertaining and fun, because it's more like a game. I don't know what's going to come, but I trust that it will be taken care of, because I intended for it, I asked for it, and I forgot about it. That's how we do it. Because if you go looking for those things, they never show up when you look. It's always catching us by surprise. So I don't know if that was an answer. I hope so. Yeah. Christy A writes, I'm proud to be weird. Yes. Yeah, me too. I wouldn't change in a million years. Having said that, I have felt, and I think many people have felt, that it might be a lonely life, being so-called weird. Yeah. Pizza writes, I manifested something and it happened, but I went back quickly. Oh, okay, not back, but bad. But it went bad quickly. Oh, isn't that interesting? You manifested something that you wanted and it went bad quickly. Oh, yeah, cool. That's another wise way of seeing it. Because, yeah, maybe it was, I'm not saying this was the case, in this case, pizza, but often our ego wants to manifest something, right? And if we only follow that, then it probably can go really bad quickly. Yeah, very nice input. KJ Taylor writes, you don't have to have high vibration to manifest. Ask for what you want and forget about it. Let the universe figure out the how and the when. Yes, exactly. The how is handled. Forget how. Our job is, in my view, to intend and ask, and like the setup, right? But we also, in the speak up method, ask for this or something even better. So we yes, and I do think we are creators, so we should create, but we should leave it also open, and we also ask that this happens in the best interest of all. So it's like including everybody and everything, yeah. But it's a very good question. And if you ever want to come to Bali, the prices here are really, really low. You can live a long time here for not a whole lot of money. Of course, travel here might cost you a bit. And hotel prices for the fancy ones, I'm not paying for this. Yeah, that's another thing. But the price for this one is like what you would pay in the West. Let's call it that. So me being in Bali, yeah, thank you. Didn't think about that. Me being here has nothing to do with me sitting in silence alone, visualizing being on Bali, which might work, of course. But this is a present, this is guidance, this is something that just happened. You know, I never thought I would be here and travel the world and get paid for it. This, my friend, is a result of letting go. These things started happening when I stopped trying to control every outcome in my life. when I actually kind of gave up. So maybe you don't have to do that. I kind of, yeah. And then things started to shift. My money came, and wonderful things started happening. Do I still have issues? Yes. Do we learn much more from issues than sunshine and happiness? Yes. So it is a part of this path and this journey to have issues and to have problems. And that perspective makes it easier to have issues and problems. Does it make it easy? No. But it makes it easier quite a bit. And of course, goes up and down. Some days, maybe it doesn't make it easier until I remind myself, and other days it's quite easy. So this is not, a flat line. It goes up and down. But having that perspective on problems, that we're supposed to have some. I don't think we went here with the goal to suffer. I don't think that's any point of suffering for years. That's just being stuck in a loop, right? No, we're not supposed to suffer, but we are supposed to have challenges, I think. Yeah. That's an hour right there. Or, yeah, I was late, so again, apologies for that, but sometimes the system doesn't work. That's what they do in Bali. And they say, Suksuma. Suksuma. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to these live streams. Yeah, it'll be weird together, right? Okay, see ya.